In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the ABS wheel speed sensor on this Dodge Ram 1500. This will be located behind your front wheel. Let's get started. Using a 22mm socket, remove all 5 lug nuts and then remove the wheel. This truck has aftermarket wheels and lug nuts, so this setup looks a little bit different, but the same procedure applies. Remove the wheel. Now from the back side of the caliper, remove the two 21mm bolts holding this onto the knuckle. Remove that last bolt. Take the caliper off. And I have a hook ready so I can hook it on so I don't pull on the brake hose and cause any damage. Now remove your rotor. Mine is not stuck here. Sometimes they get stuck on the hub, in which case you want to hit it with the hammer right in between the lug studs. That'll break it free. Regardless, set this aside. Now if you reach behind the fender liner where the ABS wire goes up and in, you'll have to pop it out. This is the retainer that you see from the back side. Just like that. Pull it down carefully, not to damage any of the wires. Find this red locking tab and pull it up, and then press on the center. Pull these apart. If you follow the wire then, it should be connected on the control arm. Our tab is broken, but yours should just come straight out. Now on the back side of the knuckle right here, you'll see where it clips onto this retainer. Just push it and it'll pop right out, and pull the wire through. Basically feed it to the other side of the knuckle. Now with a 5mm Allen socket, you're going to remove this bolt that holds the ABS sensor onto the wheel bearing. Break it free, take it out all the way. Ours is fairly new. If yours was rusted, you'd want to hammer that socket in to make sure it seats inside the bolt so you don't strip it out. Take this off, and now you should be able to remove your ABS sensor. If it doesn't come out very easily by hand, you can use some pliers and pop it out. There it is. Now take your new ABS sensor, line it up with the hole on the bearing. Make sure it's clean, of course. Mine is. And on the O-ring down there, I put a little bit of grease just to help it slide in all the way. Make sure it is fully seated. And then take your bolt, start it on by hand. It's very small, so you want to make sure you don't cross-thread it. Bottom it out all the way. And with your ratchet, give it about 1/8 of a turn at most. That should be plenty. Otherwise, it could be over-tightened and break off. Now on the back side of the knuckle, install the retainer on the rubber piece of the ABS wire. Now take your ABS wire and keep following it right here on the control arm. There should be a mounting hole for it. So just press it in all the way. All right. And then take the other end of the harness and plug it in. That clicked, so you want to lock it. And then we'll flip it around, and this white retainer has to go in through this opening on the fender liner. You kind of have to fish for it from the back side. Once you find it, push it through. Now let's put the rotor on, but before we do that, you want to make sure the hub surface is clean right here. Mine is already clean, and there is already anti-seize applied from a previous job, so I'm going to leave it as is. You want to do the same thing to the back side of the rotor to make sure it mounts flat. With all that done, install your rotor. To help hold it in place, use an axle nut as a spacer and a lug nut to make sure that it stays pressed up against the hub and doesn't move around on you. It'll make it a lot easier to install the caliper. Now unhook your caliper, slide it over the rotor, and have at least one of the bolts ready, lined up, so you can start it on and then let go and then start the other. With both of these started, let's bottom them out. Torque these to 130 foot-pounds. Now on your brake hose, you'll see this hook. Put the rubber part of the ABS wire right into it, just like that. Now remove the lug nut with the axle nut that you had on here. Let's get the wheel back on. Put on all 5 lug nuts, and also in a cross pattern, we'll torque them to 130 foot-pounds. Double check them. And that's installed.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.